It's like 17. What's up, King?
If I had $2 for every like, I'd go to the woods.
Start running your own show out in the woods.
You want to sign up or you hanging out here?
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? We did it. We did it. This is the last Pinboys with restrictions, you guys. We beat COVID. We beat it here. We laughed in its face the entire time. And we fucking beat that shit. This is the last time that there will be, well, every show will be sold out, I guess. Not again, the last time that we'll be able to have full capacity, a full room, full bar service. We'll be back over in the normal stage area. Still going to be live streaming and everything, but we still have just as much fun. It's awesome. I'd like for you guys for real to give yourselves a round of applause for being a part of that. Here. Also, since we're doing all the serious notes, suicide is not a joke. Apparently, some people are affected by suicide jokes. And if only there was a platform for you to stand up on and poke fun at serious issues such as suicide. If only there was a place that you could go and you could stand up freely and speak openly into a microphone about whatever it is you feel like talking about comedically. If only there was a way that there was allowed, if only we could do that. But unfortunately we could not because people get upset about it. So please remember that what you say, unless it's a joke. Oh shit! It's a new concept, you guys. I don't know, people are still learning that, but this is a comedy show, so finally, you guys, welcome to Pinboys, everybody. The rules are still the same. You do what you want, you say what you want. I've always said that the only rule is that you gotta be funny, but nobody's been following that since I started. So it is what it is. But I'm happy to be here, man. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy the restrictions are over. I realized that raising children, you learn a lot of things, like you pick up a lot of things that you didn't realize without having kids, like why your parents were frustrated a lot of times, like, oh, I can see, because That's how I, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, people say, like, oh, once you have kids, you'll see, like, they'll frustrate you the same way you frustrated your parents. Like, I mean, I don't know, I just get mad. I just think the universe has a weird, I don't know, it just gets, the only time it's really been affecting me since I'm home so much, I have to do a lot more of the cleaning. It's like I'm not cleaning as much anymore, and I jerk off a lot more. I'm at home, just jerking off a lot more, and it's real. I just get reminded all the time that I should clean more because the universe has this weird timing. I'll be jerking off and I'll turn around and I'll see like my daughter's underwear on the floor. Oh, this is not the mindset I want to be in. So I get mad that the underwear's on the floor and I pick it up and I put it, I put it in the laundry or whatever to be done. And then when I see my daughter, you gotta stop leaving your dirty clothes on the floor. And she's like, why are you always yelling at me? The most menial things. Like, you don't understand. You're interrupting my personal time. So what do you mean? Okay, we got too far into this conversation. But at the same time, I was thinking, I always used to wonder why my dad was always getting mad about the most ridiculous things. And I'm just thinking, like, I don't know, like, am I interrupting? He was always mad he could only find his left sock. It's just, I don't know. My son educated me on his white privilege. He went to school and he told his teacher that he's 50% sick and he can only do 50% of the work. And you know what she did? She sent me an email saying, your son is hilarious and I only gave him 50% of the work today. And I said, what the fuck? I was like, to me, that's white privilege. And you know why? Because I never would have thought of that shit. I never would have thought that's like, it's not even white privilege. I was like, that's just white courage. You just gotta have the courage to say that shit. Just fucking try and see that. What's the worst thing? And she's like, no, then you gotta do your schoolwork today. But she was like, fuck it, you don't feel good. Have to work today. It's like, I wish I had that courage. I gave my mother-in-law a ride. She's a white. I thought it was only in white men. You hear it a lot, like white men. Like my mother-in-law, a white woman. She's riding with me. We're driving. It's like a 20-minute ride. And she's just, it's quiet for like 2 seconds. And she looks, she goes, I don't really think Mexicans are poor. I was like, oh, okay. Look at all their fucking restaurants. That's white courage right there. I was like, holy shit, I don't really know what to say, but it's proof that they built good walls. They put free chips and tortillas in them. Let's see, I wrote something else. Oh yeah. So I figured I would start thinking more white. People told me I act white, I sound white, I do everything else white. I figured I'd start thinking more like a white person. I know that black people will stand in line and spend their whole paycheck on a pair of Jordans. So I decided to think like a white person and buy a person named Jordan. Who would spend their whole paycheck on me. So that's how white people work. Get someone else to do what it is that you want them to do. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, it says I bought a Jordan. I don't know. And then I looked up a lot of things on dicks, and I don't really want to talk about that. But if you want, you can get, they can remove every wrinkle out of your scrotum. Oh. You have, it's just a level of how far you want to go. Because step one is just what they call scrotox. Step one. It's the same shit they put in. Step two is called a scrotoplasty, just because what happens with scrotox, it will get rid of the wrinkles, but it adds weight because of the injection is adding weight, so your nuts will begin to hang. And what people complain about after a certain amount of scrotox injections is that when they sit on the toilet, their balls hit the water. So they have to get what's called a scrotoplasty, where they clip a piece of the skin and just keep pulling it back, and then once it heals, it still comes back out, and you have to keep getting it rolled back up. So, like I said, they can't remove just far. It depends on how far you want to go, and then there's fillers that they have to put in the shaft sometimes, because sometimes the skin will just settle at the top, and it's just like a weird hood. Like it looks like Michael Wrigley right now. You just get this weird hoodie. Settling at the base of your dick, and then you gotta get the top of your dick cut open. I looked at a lot of interesting videos today just to write some jokes for you guys because I love you guys and I love comedy and I want to keep this going. Are you guys ready to find out who's going to win $25 tonight? Everybody's been giving us to us by Pinboys. I can't wait to finally be correct when I say give it up for your bartender, Dave. Oh, there you go. So give it up for your bartender, Dave. He's going to take care of us tonight. Let's keep the show rolling. Everybody, put your hands together for a kid that I wish was my son, but he's too hairy. So put your hands together for Mr. Perez.
I'm too hairy to be your son. You can be mine though? You can be my son? I got black kids.
Okay. You can't just say that.
You have white kids?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. How do I want to start this? Let's do it. I'm going to talk about crackheads. Let's do it. Let's talk about crackheads. I went to get some food at a drive-thru the other day. It wasn't ready, so they had me pull up. And while I was waiting on my food, a couple of crackheads walked up. I don't know if it was a couple. It was a guy and a girl. It was definitely a couple of crackheads. I don't know if they were a couple, but anyways, they came up. They're like, "Hey, we'll wash your windows for some food money." It's like, I looked at my windshield, bird shit all over. I was like, "All right, go ahead, do it, whatever." He's washing my windows. He washes my sunroof. He washes my back windshield, and they just keep scrubbing. For all the scrubbing they did, it didn't get very clean, but they just kept scrubbing nevertheless. So he finished up. I was like, "All right, is $8 good enough?" And he was like, "Yeah, but it'll be all right." I was like, "Hey, man, you did a good job. If you clean my rims, I'll give you some crack money too." So he cleans the rims up. It's like, "How much you need, man?" He's like, $2. I was like, "You wanted $10 this whole time to buy some crack with you." He's like, "Yeah." It's like, so right before I gave him $10, I was like, "Hey, what's giving somebody crack money without getting a little bit of head in return? You know, that's the rules." But it was him and whoever, the missus. It was like, you don't have to do all the hard work or anything. You know what I mean? If she can do that, you just play with lemons or something, you know. Give y'all a little bit of cream de la moi. And that was it. That was it. I got my food after that, and I left. I didn't take their number down. They're crackers. You know, you don't keep relationships with those people. The worst drivers are humans.
Okay.
Which by default is women, because all men are dogs.
Oh.
Some men are emotional support dogs. I'll figure that out. But let's see. I don't think I've seen any of y'all before. Y'all like drugs?
Oh.
Yeah. You like doing drugs and going places, or you just stay at home?
Depends on the drug.
Mushrooms.
Fuck yeah, IKEA. All that IKEA.
Do you see which like whatever furniture you can get lost in the most? Is that how that goes?
No, it's literally an amusement park for furniture.
So you take mushrooms and go to IKEA.
Yeah, you wouldn't?
I could 100% burn through the rest of my time talking to y'all about this, but I can't do that because I want to get this. I just want to get this going. But that's wild. That's cool. I went to the aquarium.
That's good.
That's a good one, right?
How big of it, how large of it does?
So it was like this vegan chocolate bar, but it had an eighth of shrooms in it.
Oh.
So I ate the whole thing. You already know. You already know. Yeah. So I'm sitting there, I'm looking at the fish. This girl comes out, she works there, you know, she's got the khakis, the tucked in shirt, all that good shit. Like, so short girl, where's lava boy? She's like, what? Like, nothing. She's telling me about the stuff or whatever. I'm like, man, she seems like a hipster chick. So I'm like, hey, you want a vegan chocolate bar? This bitch got wet. I took her home with me. But then the shrooms wore off. And I realized I didn't take her home with me. I was just jerking off with nail polish on my hand. And I should have known something was up, man, because it was too good. You know what I mean? You know how you sit in someone else's car and it's like your car, but it's not your car. You know what I mean? Like this was like I sat in my car, but someone painted it a new color. Shit was wild. Let me get out of here. Thank y'all so much.
Go ahead, play it. Oh, Aunt Perez, everybody. Aunt Perez. Sorry, I got us confused with our next comic who is a super white person. All right? Everybody, put your hands together for definitely the whitest person in the room, Mr. Ray Kirby.
Thank you, Tyrell. From one white man to another. Thank you so much, Tyrell.
Wait, what happened? I gotta know what happened.
I know. I don't know, man. I've been doing all right recently, man. I'm starting to realize some shit. I'm realizing. I don't know if y'all feel about this. You know when like your parents give you a compliment? I feel like when my parents give me a compliment or what I'm wearing, that means I'm fucking up. Like it just means that I look like I'm going to picture day. If my mom ever compliments me on my shit, like she'll say, "You're looking very handsome today," and I'm like, "Damn!" Like I tried to leave the house. I had to go to a meeting, and I was like, "All right, let me get dressed up and shit." And she said it. She said, "You're looking very handsome." I was like, "Fuck, I can't rock this bow tie. I have to take the bow tie off." I went back around. I was like, "Fuck, I thought I could, but I can't." It was like, "Fuck, I just wear a basic bitch tie." It's like, damn. I don't know, man. It's fucked up. It's killing me. You know, it's really killing me coming to doing these shitty jokes with this. Another thing I was thinking about Shaq, bro. Like, you know how big Shaq is? It's just dawning on me. I was like, this thing is huge. He's big, he's wide, he's tall. I think about it, I feel bad. Because like Shaq's body really wrote a check that his dick could not cash. Like it's just not possible to cash out with that body. I don't know. I feel like Shaq's dick just it got the check and went to the bank and his dick was just like, what the fuck is this shit, bro? This is a made up number, like how big you are. I can't. That's why I just say on that topic. I got some fucked up material. Let me not lose you yet. I went to a doctor recently, and he told me that my doctor, I was getting like a normal checkup, and he told me that I had a low pain tolerance. Told me I had a low pain tolerance. I gotta say, that must be the most formal way to tell someone that they're a bitch. Like I gotta say, that's just fucking. I was like, that's so polite of you. I was like, oh my god, thank you, doc. I appreciate that, man. That's so nice. I feel like that should just be whatever. At some point, like we're not gonna be able to say bitch. I feel like we almost kind of can't now. It's like we might as well just switch over now. You know, like if your friend, you're like partying with a friend, you're like, bro, I bet you won't fucking snort this cocaine off this stripper's fake asshole. And he's like, no, I'm not gonna. It's like, yo, low pain tolerance ass nigga, yo, fucking low pain tolerance bitch ass, fucking right over here. Okay. It's like, oh, bullshit. This is the last thing I have to say, and I'm out of here. A friend of mine, this girl, she was telling me that she's applying for this car accident survivor scholarship. Apparently, there's a scholarship for that, and she said she got rejected. And I was like, damn, like, what is the criteria for that shit? Like, you'd be fucked up if there was a clause in there where it's like you gotta. If the clause for that scholarship was like, hey, you can get this car accident survivor scholarship, but when you come to get it, you gotta be fucked up. Like we want to see you're still fucked up.
when you take the, like, honestly, the better the accent, the better. If you come in here with a full body cast, we'll give you a full fucking ride. My friend told me not to do that joke, and I was like, go fuck yourself. Like, I think it's, I spend my time doing Kobe theme song.
Ray Kirby, everybody. I thought you were going to say that the college application, I thought you were going to say, don't roll up in here like some low tolerance pain ass nigga. Like, I thought that was where you were going. Don't be some low tolerance pain motherfucker, whatever you were saying. Samuel Jackson. Good shit, man. I like it. I like it. Coming up next is another bitch ass Puerto Rican nigga. Put your hands together. But Mr. George.
Holy shit. Did you just extend me an N-word pass? Is that good information? Am I part of the brothers now?
I never know.
I don't know. The other day I went to a yard sale and they were selling a used bath mat. $7, bro. $7! Imagine trying to sell the second most peed on item in the house for $7. They were also trying to, that was probably, the reason why is because it was probably a vintage. That's why it had that yellowish vintage going on. They're also selling like the third most peed on item of the house, the family dog. They were also giving that one away. But the audacity to sell a used bath mat is fucking insane to me, dude. Like, there's no way those suction cups fucking work, dude. I saw the family, 4 teenagers, dude. You know how much cum has encrusted in those suction cups, dude? That doesn't fucking work. Throw that shit the fuck away, man. But, I like practicing safe sex. I really do. That's why I carry a flashlight wherever I go, because I like to thoroughly inspect for diseases. That's what I like to shine a cop flashlight. You just thoroughly inspect in between the folds, on the inside and the outside. I like wearing a nice little glove. It's a medical procedure. That joke really isn't going anywhere. I just started it, didn't write it through. What the fuck else did I bring? I did not prepare. I have 2 jobs. I'm an exterminator by day, a hack by night. Now, my other job is, this is what I do. I get high as fuck in my house, and I take calls in my house from my computer and help people set up their COVID vaccines for Walgreens. That's what I do. It's a fun job. It is. I'm just at home making $14 an hour. And the only problem with that job is that there's this one part where I have to give them a confirmation number. And it's just a bunch of random letters and words. And I have an evil ass brain. I have a very evil brain. So when I'm like trying to tell them what the letter is, I'm going, well, the confirmation, your confirmation number is the number 9, the letter S, and my brain goes,
As in smack my soup.
as in Sally, H, as in
Hitler wasn't wrong.
Howard, N, as in
Say it.
Nigeria. That's the worst part of my job. I swear to God. Not being racist on the phone is really hard, dude. I like old dogs. I don't like young, hip dogs. I don't like a dog that works too much for my attention, dude. I like an old dog that has like fucked up joints. You know, they try to climb on you, but they're in so much pain that they just give up. That's the type of dog that I like, dude. I like an old, I like a dog that like wags his tail when I'm watching Tucker Carlson. That's what I like. I like an old ass dog. I think if I had to create a business that wasn't going to work, but I just had a surplus amount of money, I would definitely open a dog nursery home. That would be my dream. Like I would get them like little dog, like rocky beds. You know, I don't know what else. I don't know, that joke's going nowhere as well. Oh, my point is that if I had a dog nursery home, I would get laid as fuck. That's all I got. Thank you very much.
George Ball, everybody! I had a guy on the phone spelling his name. The next letter was Y. And he goes, Y as in you? Like the word you? Like the letter Y as in the beginning of the word you? Over the fucking phone, you piece of shit. No, whatever, fucking, yeah, thanks for bringing that shit up. This next person definitely knows why he's here for you. Put your hands together for Mr. Joseph!
Shit, let's give it up for Spicoli in the building. We got Spicoli, dude. Pizza. My dad bought me a pack of socks for Christmas too, for the same reason, Tyrell. Yeah. I'm a huge hip hop fan, guys. You know, I love hip hop. Love listening to it. You know, the old school shit from Sugar Hill Gang all the way down to Insane Clown Posse. You know, they're insane, they're clowns, and they're a posse. But a posse, by definition, is a group of people with a common interest. So, I guess like two guys decided to be rapping clowns, which is like, I don't understand that. Dude, I listened to this posse a lot in high school. It's almost like a cult to me. You know, in the name of Violent J, Shaq 2 Dope. I didn't drink the Kool-Aid, but I drank the Faygo, though. You know, it was like their haven where they all hang out was like the trailer park. That's where they all kicked it at. But like, Insane Clown Posse calls their fans juggalos. So it's great that we could talk about like mental illness. You know, everybody has some form of it, anxiety, depression. I called myself a juggalo. I got it tattooed on my arm. Christians believe that God brought his only son to save humanity. Muslims believe that God is all-knowing. Juggalos believe that God picked two guys with a clown fetish who decided to rap about fucking rapists, pedophiles, and killing them, all in the name of God. Why was I 16 years old taking advice from a guy named Violent J? Shaggy 2 Dope. What? Like, I haven't listened to ICP like Insane Clown Posse in a long time, but I listened to it yesterday in order to do these jokes. And it's like breaking sobriety, but like, instead of giving your sobriety coin back, I woke up with my Hatchet Man tattoo tingling and full clown makeup. It was like Bozo the clown. I had shoes on. I was like, what the fuck? My roommate was like, "Nicky, you alright, bro?" I was like, "Shit, you didn't hear me whoop whoop? You didn't say all that shit. What's good, nigga? You want to die? Because I'm going to kill you. Because I'm a killer clown." The third carnival, yeah. I wish I could go back in time so I could punch the cashier at FYE who let me buy that fucking ICP out. Right? She let me buy it, man. I was 15 years old. It was one. You go upstairs at Lynn Mall, it was right near the food court. Right there, and she let me get it. She looked at me. I put the CD up there. It had like some crazy cover on it. I was 15 years old. I bought it. She looked at the cover. She looked at me. Looked at the cover again. Nigga, $15. was like, oh, but like, I didn't know that was like low key telling you like, what the fuck? Do not buy this album. So fast forward to like last year, during all the crazy protests, Black Lives Matter protests, they were like, nigga, rapping clowns? You sus, bro. You sus and sus, bro. Which is suspect, right? And they were like, nigga, I don't think you can go in here with the, to the Black Lives Matter protest because these motherfuckers will come in there and fuck you up. But it's crazy because they used to call me Niccolo back when I was a kid. Yeah. Yeah, but it was crazy, but like I used to bust in the door, like, yeah, woo, like Niccolo, what's up? I was 15 years old, didn't know that was low-key racist as fuck. But anyways, that was my time. This is going up from the whole Chicago shot for everybody.
Those are Jenkins, everybody. Yeah. Cool, man. I think you and the next comic can start a rap group together. You guys could call yourselves Insane Clown, Low Pain Tolerance. And you'll be Niccolo. And in your next comic, we'll put your hands together for Mr. Justin.
I think you missed the gold comedy in that. Because I'm now a part of a rap group and I can't tell you the name of it. What group are you in? I'm in the Lolo. I'm rocking today. I am the white person in Lolo, so I got here super early. I was kicking it with Dave the bartender. If you got a drink tonight, clap it up for Dave the bartender. Me and Dave were becoming good friends. We were talking about how comfortable we'd be with a woman licking our buttholes. Definitely a conversation we had. And I know that you might think like, yo, that's the gayest like straight conversation you can have. But I spent 5 years in the Navy. It's not at all. When I was a child, I thought as a child. So I used to treat the booty hole like the assistant principal in the hallways of high school. No eye contact. I don't mess with you, you don't mess with me. You might be angry today. Unless I'm drunk, then I'm like, let's get in trouble. This is a way to say I downloaded Tinder, I've reached my low. Thank you. No applause for Tinder, as it should get. And I met a girl on Tinder, and she has a clit piercing. I know, because she said, hey, I have a clit piercing. It was like the first thing she said. It was pretty forward. I don't know how I feel about it. Y'all don't either. We're on the same page. It just makes me nervous, because with like the lights off, a little bit of moisture, and the taste of copper pennies in your mouth, you're going to have to ask yourself, am I a carnivore right now? Or am I just lucky enough to have someone who's installed a directory? Instead of you are here, it's you go here, which is the sound vagina's voices make in my head. Until you've had 2 kids, and then it develops a list. Imagery.
I don't have to imagine.
It escalated quickly. She asked me how I felt about pecking. Okay, we're still on the same page. We have thoughts about pegging right now. But I just wanted to Hail Mary it. I was like, you know what? Fine. If you eat my butthole out first. And she was like, fine. I was like, damn, she gonna go all up in my assistant principal right now. Yo, she came over. It was the scariest blowjob I've ever received in my life. Every time she went low, I was like, oh God, am I getting pegged tonight? She never licked this assistant principal, dog. No pegging for justice, still. Oh God, it was like the Russian roulette of blowjobs I've ever had in my life. But it made me curious about, like, you know, since we have the platform to say things in a joking manner, it made me curious, like, what if we had two people like atheist Brad and atheist Jill? They're in a relationship, they're married, they're bored. And we'll call them Brad and Jill for convenience sake. And Brad looks at Jill and he goes, hey, I want you to peg me. You gotta do the crazy eyes, that's how you ask it. That way they know you're for real. And Jill's like, you promise this won't change anything? And Brad's like, of course, Jill. And as soon as, like, the tip of the peg goes in, there's that slurping noise. There was zero research put into this. And as soon as it goes in, Brad goes, oh my God! And Jill's upset. She's like, you said this would change anything. I've been just anyway. Y'all so much more time. You go through those Tyrell Shackelford.
Give it over. Let's see everybody. We need to see you in the principal's office later. That's pretty cool. I had a girl. I went down on a girl that had a piercing down there, and I stopped. I was like, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to eat you out. She's like, what's the problem? I was like, look, I don't know how to explain it to you, but when I'm eating cereal in the morning, like when I'm eating breakfast cereal, I hate it when the spoon touches my teeth. Like, I hate that feeling. I'm not going to be able to like eat you out. She's like, whatever. That shit was pretty cool. Your next comic, I forgot who it is. Your next comic just recently got out of the vagina. So put your hands together for Mr. Aiden Jackson.
Pinboys, what the fuck is up tonight? Hey, I got a joke for y'all. What's the Mexican's favorite sport?
Oh no.
Cross country. So I was gonna go smoke a joint with some of my Mexican friends the other day, and I asked them if they had their papers, and they all ran off. I was just testing y'all. That was some cheap ass jokes. All right, so last week, I don't know if anybody was here last week, that was the weirdest Pinboys experience of my life. That was like the most Mad Max version of Pinboys I've ever seen in my life. Like Tyrell didn't show up, so at one point Ben was just like, I think I'm just gonna start. Nobody was recording, and so I had to put my own phone up, and fucking Mike was just sticking his head in every few seconds. Yeah. I gotta look at my jokes. Alright. So, kind of weird, you know, like when you're younger, you have like such different career like expectations of, or like dreams of what you dream to be. Oh, I can't talk. Alright, so like when I was 6 years old, I wanted to be like an astronaut. Fuck that shit. Like, that was before I found out astronauts get motion sick. That was before I found out I could get as high as I want to without even leaving my room. Alright, so last time I was here, I mentioned how much I hate women. So I'm gonna continue on that.
Yeah.
I hate women because I think they're faking their periods.
They hate you too.
That's about right. I'm starting to think that because women have a designated 1 week out of the month where they can act bitchy because of their periods. That doesn't explain the other 3 weeks. What the hell? I'm not going to take up too much of your time tonight. You're probably very thankful for that. But I brought my friend here tonight, and this is his first time doing stand-up comedy. And he told me He told me to do one thing: don't embarrass him, right? Which is exactly what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to tell you a few things about my friend Cameron, who looks like Hank McCoy from the X-Men.
Okay.
He's a stutterbox, so when he gets up here and inevitably stutters, I feel like everybody in our 11th grade English class and just mock him, him, right? So I'm going to tell you a little story about him. I haven't been like out drinking that much because I'm under 21.
Yeah.
But have you ever seen that one drunk girl who's just like crying and like telling her entire life story? Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so in this story, my friend Cameron's gonna play the drunk girl, and I'm gonna play the guy trying to fuck. This dude.
You got pussy. How the fuck is he?
It is pouring raining outside. Him and I have just gotten shit-faced drunk. He has his hands on my shoulders. He's screaming, "I miss her!" And I'm like trying not to get a boner. Like, what the hell? In all actuality, I really didn't claim that much stuff to say tonight. I'm just here for him. So give it up give it nice Pinboys welcome to the one, the only white monkey, Cameron fucking Hughes.
What's up, guys? What's up, fellas? I like the vibe in here. I like the vibe. I see a lot of people drinking. So I had to stop fucking drinking vodka, bro. We're waking up now my fucking clothes. Are y'all two married over there? Not the answer, alright. I'm assuming you guys are. I saw you alone with 2 drinks. I'm like, fuck, she's a widow. And I saw him coming, I was like, fuck, she's soon to be a widow. Yeah. You talk about like eating a girl with piercings tasting like a penny. I can relate. Not that she had a piercing, she was Jewish, so she's like nice. Also like ass too, but I don't see a single Bud Light in here. I fucking love that shit. I fucking hate Bud Light. She tastes like fucking cat piss soaked in fucking shit. Horrible fucking taste. Yeah. This is my first time here, by the way. So don't expect to laugh much in this next like 2 minutes, 3. And I was walking inside. Why the fuck did we enter through there? Some sketchy shit. I saw a fucking man taking a shit back there. Shit was weird. Dude, that fucking trash can had a whole fucking Jordan in it. Just one, not 2, just one, not a pair, just a single one. What the fuck? This shit was clean too for being in a fucking trash can. Yeah. There's a string I'll call myself with it, to be honest. But man, I sincerely apologize for anyone who went in that fucking bathroom a couple of minutes ago. Bro, I fucking blew that shit up. So bad. Do you ever have like a shit that was so fucking big, you flush the toilet and the toilet's just like don't flush, don't go down? It's like, what the fuck do you want me to do, man? Shit too big. That's what's out here. Yeah. I have some fucked up thoughts all the time, man. There's a lot of fucked up thoughts. I had this one thought. I was waiting outside my work. I was on a lunch break. I was eating alone in my car. Yeah, alone all the time. But I saw my boss through the window of the work. I had the urge to fucking drive through it just to see his fucking face. Of seeing his fucking employee drive through a fucking window. Then how damage that would cause me fucking hilarious. I wouldn't pay for that shit either, just got away. Let's see what's happening here. Not a lot of people here today, huh?
Yeah.
Like, about 7 you motherfuckers. Let's see what's happening. I was on the way here. I saw a bicyclist with fucking eye protection. Fucking goggles like a fucking pilot. I was like, where the fuck are you driving to? Bicycling to? How fast are you going on a fucking bicycle? How strong are your fucking legs? You need fucking eye protection. And I see a lot of fucking strange people, especially driving. Driving these days is fucking scary. I see a lot of Asians. I got scared when I see them. They can't drive fucking shit. Yeah. What the fuck is that camera so small, by the way? That camera's small as fuck.
Gets the job done.
Are you filming Asian porn with that? That's the shit as well. Yeah.
It's not the size of your camera, bro.
That's the way you use it. I expect to see a stage here. I'm on the same level as you guys, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well.
I'm not very old. I'm 18, which I can look around and see I'm probably the second youngest person in here. He's fucking young. He's a baby face ass. See him back there. I can't talk though. I'm fucking baby face as fuck. This is the most amount of facial hair I've ever had. Not a lot at all. Yeah. The drinking age should be 18, I feel like. In fact, this 21 is some fucking bullshit. I feel like if I can fucking drive a car, go to war, vote, and buy a house, I feel like I can handle a beer with dinner. I feel like I can handle that. I feel like I have that under control. I'm not a big fan of beer though. I don't drink too often. Well, when I do, I drink my fucking rum, Bacardi, strong shit like that. Oh, it's only shit I don't enjoy. Really. I think that's my time. Thanks, guys. Cameron Hughes, it's Don's little brother, you guys. I'm just kidding. Give it up for Paw Patrol, you guys. This shit was amazing. I took a shit so big, it made me pro-abortion. You know what I mean? Like, no one should have to push anything out bigger than that. You know what I mean? Like, that shit fucking hurt. You know what I mean? This next comic should have been aborted. Put your hands together for Mr. Connor!
Hey, Tyler, actually, I was aborted. What they call a rainbow baby. I'm the first successful baby born after a miscarriage. But it wasn't miscarriage either time. They were trying to kill it. I feel like we're getting a lot of like younger people here now. I feel like Aiden's been handing out flyers at his high school. It's funny hearing Aiden talk about last week. Hey, it was so weird. It's the weirdest mic I've ever been to last night. Tyrell wasn't here, and then Ben just like, okay, I guess we'll start this. That's called a guest host, man. There was no camera I could put up. I go, yeah, most mics don't have a camera, dude. Tyrell's just a really, really nice guy. Actually, I meant to go to Ben's roast last night and I didn't, so I had some roast jokes for him tonight, and then he didn't show up. So, anyway, guys, what if like a really, really huge popular band, like Imagine Dragons, just changed their names to Bucket of Cum? Like when they said we able to play them on the radio. Like kids like that shit, man. Imagine telling your friend, "Oh no, I can't hang out next Friday. I gotta take my daughter to go see Buckets of Cum." What? It's her favorite band. Or imagine being like a security guard at a concert and you didn't really ever heard of them before. So you're just standing outside at the sign that says Buckets of Cum, and some dude with like 3 kids just walks up. You're like, whoa, dude, you can't fucking bring kids in here. He's like, what are you talking about, man? Kids love Buckets of Cum. You would tase that guy for sure. I got a new puppy. It's pretty exciting. It's really stressful though. It's not as fun as I thought it would be. Because I grew up with a dog and that was cool, but I never had to raise a puppy. And I kind of wish me and my girl had a baby first to like practice. Because I mean, you fuck up a kid, no big deal. They become a drug dealer or a hooker or some shit. You fuck up a dog and it bites your nuts off in your sleep, man. You gotta be careful. The weirdest thing too is just like, I don't know. I thought sex with a puppy would be quieter. Just Going for shock value. What evidence do we have that Mario is a plumber? Right? I mean, he doesn't fucking have it. He doesn't carry a plunger. He doesn't carry a wrench. His only tools are fucking mushrooms. He wears overalls. Plumbers don't wear overalls, man. Plumbers wear dirty jeans and show ass crack. Mario hasn't shown crack one time. Seriously though, I feel like the only thing it could be is that it's some sort of racist Japanese stereotype against Italians. You know, it's just like, oh, these stupid Italians with mustaches, they're always eating mushrooms on the job and fighting turtles. Why do they call it the rib cage? It's not really a cage for anything, you know? It's more like a rib basket, you know? Like, it's not holding anything in. It's not like if your ribs weren't there, all of a sudden your guts would just be like, ah. I think they should call it rib buckets of cum. Do blind people send dick pics? Like, how does that work, yo? Like, if he sends a really good one, then his girl knows he's cheating. Right? You're like, yo, isn't that? I don't know. There's more to be there's more to be had there. I'm actually gonna get off of that. Thank you guys.
Connor Hicks, everybody. The room is getting pretty fucking white, man. I've started away with younger white people, I guess. The way I've attracted them into my life. I was just looking at the list, man. We had a Cameron, then we had a Connor, and then the next dude. I was thinking, man, if this was some sort of altercation between adolescent white boys, then what would we call this sort of tragedy? And I think he has the perfect name for what we call it. So everybody, put your hands together for Mr. Cody Ward!
Pinboys, Pinboys, Pinboys. The place to be on Monday nights for shitty jokes and stiff drinks. Let's give it up for my man Dave behind the bar. Flipping him with the drinks, man. I was confused. I thought his name was Jim last week. Turns out Dave has a cousin Jim. They both bartend here. You didn't know. But anyway, shout out to Pinboys for doing something rarely seen in 2021, providing us a spot to drink, eat, smoke, have fun, and not charging an arm and a leg for it. It's something rarely seen nowadays. I was at another Real Deal spot the other day, this sick-ass Hispanic spot that sells Mexican food. And like this spot, sorry, I lost my place, but the other day I was at this Real Deal spot, this sick-ass Hispanic spot that sells Mexican food. Like, this place is so real deal that if you go in there and you look like me, your new name is Gringo. You better fucking like it, because they're gonna call you by that. But the other day I walked in this spot, and instead of being greeted by the sweet smell of portas and jainas, I was greeted by something much, much worse. I was greeted by the fundamental building blocks of gentrification. I know what you're thinking. No, this wasn't two white bitches Instagramming their meals. This wasn't a group of old ladies having book club while their husbands were out at work. This was something much, much worse. This was two white guys arguing about politics in the middle of this fucking restaurant. They weren't arguing about just any politics, they were arguing about mass politics. Now, on one hand, we had a college student just going to bat for the mass. And on the other hand, we had this middle-aged white man with sleeve tattoos and a small daughter in a pink dress. Now, I've watched enough fucking action movies to know that when you see a dude middle-aged, tattoos, clean cut, and a small daughter, In a spot like this, leave him the fuck alone. He can kill you with his bare hands. It is a known fact. I guess they don't teach that at university these days because this fucking kid was going to it. Is you fucking ignorant this, you fucking ignorant that. I got the legislation right here. Problem was this dude didn't give a fuck. He looks up and he goes, look man, May 28th, that's a week from now. What the fuck is a week gonna do? And the kid, you know, they're both sitting at the tables, neither of them have masks on, so I'm kind of sitting there thinking, I'm like, you know, what's the fucking point here? Like, I personally love wearing masks, especially when I'm high as fuck. I don't know about you guys, but masks are just like a little surgical safety blanket over your face when you're stoned. You leave it up for decision. They can't see your face, they can only see your eyes. If you've ever smoked weed, you know that like you gotta see the whole face to really tell if someone's stoned. So you just kind of leave them guessing, you know what I mean? You're sitting there like, is he smoking weed or is it just allergies? And if they ask, tell them it's chronic allergies. You're not even fucking lying, really. Really? Oh man, Chick-fil-A and the U.S. government both had shortages at the same time. That was so fascinating to see how they handled it. It was like the God-loving chicken people realized that the only way to really stop a shortage is to ration. So if you go to Chick-fil-A, they'll only give you 2 Chick-fil-A sauces. The U.S. government, on the other hand, they were just like, fuck it, see what happens. And that's also the main reason why you don't see a bunch of old white bitches running around with grocery bags of Chick-fil-A sauce. So, I actually didn't eat chicken for 2 years. I tried this whole pescatarian fish diet thing. Then I went to Chick-fil-A. This shit got thrown out the fucking window. Like, there was no problem. It was like, I was like, damn, you know, if this is what you guys are all about, you know, I mean, I can, you know, I can get behind it. But anyway, that's all I really got for you guys. Appreciate it. And,
Good morning, man. Can't believe, man, I was about to take you off the stage anyway, man. Said one of the most offensive things I've ever heard in this fucking room, dude. I can't believe you, dude. A whole year without chicken? For a whole fucking year? Shit! Fuck, man. Welcome back. I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy, man. All right, everybody, open your eyes all the way and put your hands together for your next comic, Mr. Michael.
What's up, Pinboys? How you guys doing? I'm gonna tell you right now, I fucking hate shitting at Pinboys. Probably, like, I'd give it like a 2 out of 10. Like, definitely wouldn't recommend you to shit at Pinboys, but if you do shit at Pinboys, shit in the Tardo bathroom, so you have your own little encapsulated space, and you also get to share butt cheeks with about 400 strangers a week. That's how I know I don't give a fuck anymore. Like, I don't want to wear my mask anymore, and I'm just sitting on toilet seats raw. I don't give a fuck anymore. I want ringworm on my asshole. I don't give a shit anymore. I want to get that good gooch fungus going. One time I was doing my pre-Pinboys warm-up, and I was taking a shit in the Tardo bathroom. And this black lady left her phone in the bathroom, and I knew it was a black lady because I used to work at a Boost Mobile, and I used to sell those phones to black ladies all the time, and I was like, fuck. Miss T left her phone in the motherfucking bathroom. And about 48 seconds into my shit, I'm crowning at this moment. I'm breaking surface at this moment. I'm 3 centimeters dilated at this moment, and this lady starts beating on the Pinboys bathroom door like, "You see a phone in there?" My butthole just like slurps the dude right back up. I'm like, damn, lady, I got a job to do in here and in here. I got 2 businesses to attend to. And she was pissing me off that I had to like angrily shit. Don't ever poop when you're angry. That's how you cause damage. You might scrape the inside on the way out, like a peanut might just get a little jiggy on your insides. Like a peanut might just Freddy Krueger your lower intestine on the way out. I'm in your dreams. It's my nightmare. It's just a Freddy Krueger turd and a black lady peeing on the door. Spray that little Chinese butthole, nigga. Hurry up. Spread that little Chinese butthole, motherfucker. I need my phone. Quit playing with my phone. And I was so fucking mad, dude. She had that shitty little Amazon case that we used to sell for $30. You know what fucking case I'm talking about. Brother, some middle emulsion. Brother, come here. I see you don't have any phone case. Brother, that is very risky. Brother, phone expensive. You buy this one. Like, that one, but it's me. Miss T, you buy this one. Like, fucking piece of shit at the Boost Mobile. I was so mad that I scraped my beehole internally that I, like, took the phone and I drove my fucking nuts from the earpiece to the mouthpiece. Put it in my pocket, and when I left, I was like, I got out of the bathroom, I wiped my ass, of course. I got out of the bathroom, and I was like, yeah, there's no phone in there. And then I left it at the front desk, because I like drama. You inconvenienced me, bitch. Now you get to frantically worry about an $80 LG phone with 4 gigs of internal storage that you probably receive government assistance off of. It's too real. I can't wait for COVID to get up and then all the Asians start showing up to play basketball right here. That's always one of my Pinboys. That's always one of my favorite pastimes at Pinboys is watching 2 Chinese teenagers rack up 300 points on the to earn enough tickets to get a Nintendo Switch they already have 3 of at home. Yellow privilege. I'm gonna leave you guys on this. I always do talk about how proud I am to fuck a white woman, and people only assume that I've only fucked white women. I'm sorry, but this dick is international, all right? I call my dick Pitbull, aka Mr. Worldwide. I fucked almost every colored bitch under the sun. I used to fuck a lot of black girls out of that Boost Mobile store. And I pulled one black girl, she was very beautiful, and she smelled like lotion all the time. She was very moisturized, almost where like you touch the legs and it's almost tacky. It was like that gross tacky lotion, but she smelled good. And I remember when she was sucking my dick on my futon queen mattress combo on the floor, no frame, no sheets, single 23-year-old Michael Ridley. Fucking in a cat piss aroma apartment, getting my dick sucked by Kendra. I don't know if you guys know this, but I don't know if it's just because I'm Asian, but she was slurping my dick like a faux noodle, and I thought that shit was racist, so I had to cut that shit early. I'm gonna have to cut this set early, just kidding, right on time. My name is Michael Ridley, thank you guys so much. Give it up for your host, Tyrell Shackelford. Keep it going, bro. Michael Ridley, everybody.
Yeah, man. Government assistance. It wasn't too real. It's just this is a room full of white kids. They don't know what that is. They're like, what? Government assistance? Hey, Hillary. That's always just got it. We got one comic left, you guys, and I'm happy because I'm in love with his first name because he shares the same first name as my wife, you guys. I'm gonna need to see you in the principal's office after the show. Anyway, put your hands together for Mr. Jordan Dre.
Hello, everybody. Oh God. Yeah. I'm unprepared, so this will probably hopefully be short. But yeah, it's my first time like performing stand-up sober. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous. Actually, I hit my 3-month point 2 weeks ago. It's pretty exciting.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm fresh out of rehab. Friday's pretty fun though. There's certain parts that suck. Like I'm starting to learn that I'm actually just a bad driver. Turns out, alcohol or not, I'm a danger behind the wheel. It doesn't matter if it's road B or road head, I'm running red lights, alright? I'm sorry, I know it's a bit immature, but my therapist tells me now we are the ages of which we experience our trauma at, which really explains my reading level. So, oh god. I don't know, man. It's like, so I'm in the Navy right now, but I'm originally from South Carolina, which is pretty cool. But I mean, I like being from the South. In the South, they talk weird, they talk in parables and sayings. You know, one my mom uses a lot is, you can't have your cake and eat it too. That saying means something totally different if you eat ass. So, yeah. I'm going back again this December for my brother's wedding, which I'm really excited. He's 27. Get married, means if I start having kids. I don't know, kids are kind of weird because, I mean, everybody wants to smell the newborn baby, but no one ever wants to smell my fingers. I just think that's understandable. That's all I got, you guys. Thanks so much.
Don't drink, everybody! Alright, so I'm going to come around and take the votes, and while I do that, the microphone is open to anyone in the room. If you just want to talk shit to anybody or just say whatever, the microphone is just open to any and everybody. You just got to give me your vote before you get up on the microphone. That's all you got to do. Okay?
Okay, so if you're watching porn and there's it's tranny porn and it's like a chick with a dick, like a chick with tits with a dick and a chick with tits and a pussy, and they're fucking, only 50% of the screen is gay. The top half is like, yeah, it's lesbians making out. The bottom half, standard hetero porn. Now, the part where it gets tricky is, how long do you stare at the penis and the tits? Now, if you split the screen in quadrants and you start looking at this portion of the screen, you might be Aiden. I don't know, that's something I'm thinking about. I don't know if you guys know this, but Ben Saab is moving to Texas. Ben Saab is moving to Texas, and then all of a sudden, 3 new Ben Saab NPCs start showing up to Pinboys. Alright, I'm done.
I'm still working on that tranny logic. One more.
No,
Whoa.
I guess I just gave Michael another set. That's all I did, I guess. I don't care about Joe's vote. We got one. I voted already.
Did I skip you for real?
Yeah, you did.
Thank you, everyone, for voting. The fucking landslide, man. The fucking landslide, which is awesome. I appreciate it. It means we all appreciated the same things. We all laughed at the same thing. Everybody put your hand together for tonight's winner going home with 25 bucks, Mr. Michael Redby. Or as a lot of people said, that Asian motherfucker was funny. So, yeah. So I come back next week, you guys, every week, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So